Hi, my name is Mi-Sook Kim from Gangwon National University, South Korea. And today's my paper's title is Common Information Model for Modules of Service Robots. I will explain about the background, which is modularity. And the proposal of this paper is a common information model for service robots. And I will also present examples in XML and also use cases of video clips. And then I will wrap up my presentation. Modularity is important topics, and in technical readiness levels of NASA, and their completed system. The example is a reusable vehicle. So reusable hardware module shortens the period in the development and buildings and repairing robots in many domains. In many robot competition contests has proved that this modularity is very useful to win the contest, and the hardware changes is really easy to control the option have more control options in various situations. Also, software modularity has been around more than the decades, and those practitioners are oracles from EU and Japanese OpenRTM, and the South Korea OPROS, also America ROS. Those are software modularity based platforms. So experts in ISO TC 299 WG6 published modularity for service robots in last year. So this standard presented characteristics of modularity as 10 items: composability, integrability, interoperability, granularity, platform independence, openness, reusability, and safety and security. This standard give the 13 items in the templates. Those examples are hardware modules. Example was a power supply, and the software module example were recognition. These items from previous standard is module name, description, manufacturer, module ID, examples, module properties, hardware aspects, software aspects, input, output, functions, structures, and safety and security, and modeling. These items are specified, provided in the templates. My proposal common information model for service robots is used these items, and also added in these information model versions and the status and the executable forms. So these are common information models items, which is this information model is for the interoperability and the reusability, and then not just only the to specify the information between modules. This CIM has nine classes to specify the information. And the general information would be this module name and this description and the manufacturers and the examples. These nine classes types are used for common information model class, and these these 9 classes are gonna be ID and type, which explains which contains information about not just modules ID, but also some modules ID too. And the properties is for the reusable in different environment. Those parameters will be specified in the properties class. And the IO variables is information about data between modules. So this class helps to specify the data needed for user to know to use this modules with other modules. The status class also specified. The services are similar, known as modules, service modules, functionality modules, capability, also specified, so user knows what kind of service can received from the modules. And the infrastructure is about the required environment for the modules execution, and also security and the safe level should be required, specified of the module, and the modeling for simulation, and the executable form is the any necessary libraries and the drivers for modules. So those informations are needed to be specified for the interoperability and the reusability of the module, and those information needed to be specified like these forms. So class ID and types and the properties can be specified in this format. And the IO variables, which is data information between two modules, also can be specified as these kinds of input, output, and or in out both ways used. Status is currently specified about the software module. These 5 status is a state represent of execution status. However, hardware status is under investigation, and also error type is used for the safety or reliability of the module. And the services, as I mentioned earlier, it's for the functionality and the capability of the module. It also needed to be specified for user, also other modules. And the security levels and the safe levels also should be specified in the proper in the types of the PL level or SIL level or cyber security levels. However, these types are from the other standard, ISO 13482 or ISO 62443, already defined in other standards. So these types should be represented in the information model of a module. And the execution form is for the any required libraries or how parameters and the files specifying the and also can any command to run the module. So if software's case. So this common information model I mentioned about the classes can be expressed in XML. And then those use cases are when information model is
I'm sorry to interrupt, but just to say you have 3 minutes, okay?
Yes, yes. This is my last slides, and system integrator can use this information model, and other composite module can use this basic modules information model. This one is the editor, it's an information model editor. You read and editing this information, and as the execution form in the information model, this robot can be run. The conclusion is information modularity has been a globally shared topic, and it demonstrates in the many ways, hardwares and softwares, lower the cost and accelerating the development. And then it needs to extend the modularity from intercompany level to international level. For that, common information model is a very good driver to extend modules interoperability and reusability. Currently, information model for software module is submitted in ISO as a new proposal, and hardware module and the software module also is preparing for the new proposal in ISO. This is my presentation. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, yes.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Yes.